it is day 18 of our kindness challenge. So today is the day that we're going to direct kindness inward with a practice. So I've been trying to think about, just ways of mixing it up. So I have another sort of version of cat-cow that I think might be kind of fun. So like I have said in other videos, please listen to your body and you let your breath lead your practice and you take control of your practice. So if something doesn't feel right, probably isn't right, okay? So listen to your breath, just move slowly and with awareness, with attention to what is appropriate. Okay, so let's start. We're gonna start by lying on our back, actually. And this time I'm gonna maybe start lying on my back and I'm gonna walk my feet in. I cut my head off, nope, there I'm in that frame. Okay, so arms are alongside the body, palms are turned up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna lengthen the back of my neck. And I'm just going to allow a few breaths to allow me to sort of drop back. Resting my head, back shoulders. My arms are heavy. I'm checking in with my rib cage, front ribs rest into the body. I'm allowing the pelvic structure, front to back, to be heavy. And allowing my legs to be heavy, resting against each other. And then I'm going to direct my attention inward, soft, kind attention to my breath, to my body, and to the activity of my mind. So every time my mind wanders away, I'm going to work at just bringing it back. So decide when your mind is active that you come back, but you don't get cross with yourself because your mind went somewhere else and dragged your attention with it. Instead, you just notice, I went into thinking. And you come back and you notice, what is it like as the breath moves in? What is it like as the breath moves out? And you practice not only steadying your mind, you practice kind, gentle awareness. So my body is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And then I might allow a smile to come to my face so that I can feel that smile move throughout the whole body. It's like the feeling of a smile in my whole body. Then I'm going to allow my breath to just move into my body a bit bigger. So I'm going to expand my belly, side ribs, and upper chest. And then I'm going to let the whole breath out. So here it is without me talking through it. I'm going to come into movement, taking a full breath in and wiggling fingers and toes. I'm going to open my eyes, looking at my ceiling. And I'm going to take the arms up. I'm just going to stretch out. Maybe I'll stretch the legs out. I just get really, really long. Maybe I arch my back. And I let the breath out. And I'll take another breath like that. Active, expansive. I can do one more like that. And then I'm going to come into a really soft, easy twist. So I'm going to take my legs back in, feet maybe start hips width apart, but I'm going to take them wider than that. I'm going to take my arms just up to the sides, the palms are going to look up, and then lengthen the back of the neck. I'm going to take a full breath in. I'm going to exhale. I'm just going to allow my legs just to move to one side, and then gravity sort of receives the weight of the legs. I'm going to do the same with the head. I initiate the movement, and then I just kind of like let it go. And then I inhale to the center. I'm going to exhale to one side with the legs, one side with the head. Inhale, center. And exhale. And one more, each side. I'm going to come right back to the center. I'll lock my feet in and still rest my knees against each other. I'm going to take my arms maybe just alongside the body. Palms can turn up. And I'm going to do like a version of cat-cow, but I can't really get into like that scared cat position here, but it's kind of nice because I have the feedback of the floor. So I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to just sort of roll forward, kind of tip the pelvis. And then I'm going to exhale and draw my navel to my back waist. So I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to open up, moving into the front body. Exhale, take the navel to back waist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. I'm going to do 3 more of these. And come back to the center. I'm going to take my knees in, maybe rock a little side to side. And then I come to the center, inhale, forehead to knees. Maybe exhale, come on up the rest of the way. And I'm in a seated position. So from here, we're going to come into a downward dog, and we'll start with the hands on the floor in tabletop. And we're going to push into the floor with the hands, push into the floor with the tops of the feet. I'm going to curl my toes under, maybe bend my knees. And I'm going to move my hips back and stretch out in downward dog. And I'm going to breathe the shape. I'm going to walk my hands back to my feet and bend my knees. I'm going to roll this up to a standing position. And I'm going to come back up, allowing myself to adjust and face forward instead of the screen there. All right, so I'm going to take my weight into my left foot. I'm going to do it sideways. I don't know if I've shown this one sideways before. So we're going to come into one foot. We're going to take the other foot up. Maybe hands come to the upper center chest. I'm going to lift that one leg up to the inner thigh, looks like that. And then maybe the hands come up and you just really reach up through the fingers. And you breathe here. We're going to lower the hands. We're going to lower the foot. We're going to take our weight into the other foot and lift that leg up. And maybe you keep working there. Show it sideways for you. Inhale, I'm not suggesting you move sideways. And then reach your arms up. Feel like you're reaching from, say, kidneys to fingers, and you are alive and awake in the sides of the body. The arms are awake. You're reaching through the fingertips. And then hands lower, we'll lower the foot. And we're going to come into our next pose, coming into warrior one. So I'm going to step my one foot forward, my other foot back is on a slight angle, and I'm going to reach into the legs and lift up with the arms, stretching and reaching and reaching, and maybe exhaling and sinking and sinking. I'm gonna breathe this shape, full breaths in, exhaling, and maybe lowering. I'm gonna lower the hands, and I'm gonna do my warrior two on this side. I don't know, something different. Open this up and do warrior two here. Okay, so I'm reaching foot to foot, hand to hand. I'm lifting up out of my back waist, top of the head comes up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna exhale, relax my face, face the skull, shoulders lower, hips lower. I'm gonna pull this all in. I'm gonna switch legs. I'm gonna find my warrior one here. So I'm gonna take my arms out and up. My front knee is heading in the direction of my front foot. I'm finding that back foot. It's not sneaking away from the pose. I'm gonna exhale and I'm gonna sink into this shape. So I'll inhale and I'll pull up, back waist, sides of the waist, all the way up, the arms to the fingertips. I'm gonna exhale, maybe sink in this pose. Inhale and take a full breath in. One more breath. And then exhale, I'm gonna lower this. I'm gonna move into a warrior two here. I'm just adjusting my feet a bit. And coming into this shape. So reach foot to foot and hand and lift up out of your back waist. Pull the crown of the head up towards the sky. Use your exhalation to relax your face, face the skull, maybe your shoulders lower, your hips lower, and you've got really active legs and the arms are stretching and the breath is just moving into the shape. Fill it out, make it alive and awake. Maybe exhale and sink a little. Inhaling. Maybe exhaling, coming into the pose a little bit more. Maybe another full breath here. We're gonna pull it all in. And we'll walk our feet together. Nice. We're gonna come and take the arms up. We're gonna hold on to one wrist, maybe lower the shoulders, and inhale, and come all the way up, and then we can move to one side. You can breathe this shape. Now let's take this up. We're gonna hold the other wrist, maybe reset the shoulders. You're feeling your feet on the floor. Inhale, get nice and tall. Let's come the other way. We'll take this up and the arms come down. And now we're ready for our new pose. We're gonna take our feet wide. We're gonna let our toes point out. I'm gonna bend the knees. I'm gonna inhale, I'm gonna come up, palms face forward. And I'm gonna exhale, I'm gonna sink down. So I have the elbows in towards the sides of the body. And then maybe I lift this up. We'll touch fingertips above the head. How about that? We'll move into the shape. We'll touch fingertips behind the back. What about lifting up and doing the same? Touching fingertips above the head. And coming down. Drawing elbows in, giving yourself your own sort of tension, I guess. Creating sensation. And maybe touch fingertips behind your back. And then rise up. Perfect. We're gonna walk the feet in. Great job. And then we're gonna inhale, just take the arms all the way up. And exhale and take the arms all the way down. Let's just do 2 more breaths like that. Inhaling up. And exhaling down, and maybe 1 more breath. And then continue with your practice. If you have the time, continue on with your practice. Okay, so thank you for being with me today, and I'll see you in 2 days. Be kind. Bye.